Hello and welcome to the next project of the freeCodeCamp curriculum, which is visualize data using a heat map. You can see that was highlighted there. Basically, we need to create an app which will look sort of this, kind of like this. We have an API where we can get the base temperature and all of the variances from the base temperature over the years. You can see from 1753 till 2015. Also, we need to arrange them on this how it's called, this graph, well, this map based on the month and on the year. Hey Ivan, welcome from the start. Okay, now let's start working on this project. We're going to use some knowledge from the past projects and we're going to learn something new, I think. We'll see. Let's see what we need to do. Oops, not this one. The heat map. Okay, we should have a title and a description. We should have the axis, the cells. This time we're working with rect again. Hello, Mihai, Adrian, Andrei. Welcome. You're up late. Okay, there should be at least 4 different colors. Each cell will have the properties, month, year, and temperature. Month and year of each cell should be within the range of the data. Heatmap should have cells that align with the corresponding month and the corresponding year. Heatmap should have multiple ticks on the y-axis with the full month. So you can see here the full month name. We're going to need to learn how to do this. I'm not yet sure, but we'll find it out. And we will need to show multiple ticks on the x-axis with the years between 1754 till 2015. Heatmap should have a legend. The legend should contain rect elements. Rect elements in the legend should have at least 4 different colors. Alright, I can move over the area and we'll have a tooltip. So some of these, well, most of these we already did in the previous challenges, so we can use that code. I also took a look at this project and the code, and there are a few things we need to learn. I'm not sure yet exactly what those do, but we're going to learn it. Alright, I guess we can go to CodePen. Usually we fork the project for getting the tool, that tool to test, to have the tests. But for now, we're going to go to, let's see, this project, which is a bar chart. We created the first project. Let's go, let's zoom in, and we're going to fork this project because it has mostly, well, it has a boilerplate of what we want. Now, visualize, let's change the name using what? Heat map. Okay, in the HTML we have the title. Let's change that to monthly, whatever this is. And we also need a description. So let's add a paragraph with an idea of description and use the same they have here. Nothing complicated. Hey Fausto, welcome. Greetings from Brazil, greetings from Romania. Alright, so that's that. Maybe we can even put an H4 here. Okay, 3, I don't know. What they want is to have a margin bottom on the H1 to be 0. Alright, so we have the SVG. The rectus has a fill which is not okay now. We need to create the fill from we need to create the fill dynamically. So we're going to remove this. Maybe on hover we should have a stroke of black. Does that work here? Yeah, so that should be fine. Container, the tooltip. Okay, we'll have the tooltip. We'll need to change it around a little bit. Small show. Okay, good. So the CSS will remain mostly the same. Now we need the data from here. As I said, we have the monthly variance, which is an array with year, month, and variance. So let's get the data. We have a base temperature, so let's store that as a global variable. Let base temperature will be undefined first, and from the rest we're going to get the base temperature, and we're also going to get the monthly variance. Okay, this will be example project. Okay, and we're going to pass in the monthly variance for our data. You can see that now our graph is busted. Doesn't work anymore. That's because we now have other data. Good. Let's start with our scales. Now we need a scale from, well, the scale will create the months and the scale will create the years. So, oh yeah, so those an object is an array of objects. Okay, I guess we can work with that too. D.year, D.month, D.variance. Alright. Also, you can see that the base temperature is provided, and then we have a variance of the base temperature. So we need to add this variance. Alright. They have here a lot of colors, but I'm only going to use like 4. Maybe pick 4 from this. This blue one, this orange, and the red. Something like that. Okay, maybe let's get the colors. Okay, 2 we have here. So we need the first one, which I guess is this. RGB, yeah, so it's that color. Let's put it here. Const colors will be an array. The first one. Next. How many you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, we also have this. 11. Maybe, let's see, we can get the bluest one and the most red. And we can get something in between. So this should be the last one, and in between, I don't know, maybe this, and last something yellowish. like that. So this. Now we have 4 colors. Oops, in a string. Okay, so we have 4 colors. The thing is that we're going to get the variant and we need to add in the base temperature. So that's that. Should we do that here? Great stuff. Let's map over, get the data. We're spreading the data, and where we have the variance, let's see, the variance, we're just going to add in the base temperature for that. So temperature will be d dot variance base temp minus d dot variance. So this will be a new object created, spread in the previous objects, the previous data. Okay, and let's see. Create a new object like that. This parenthesis goes there, and this goes where? Okay, that should be fine. Right, like that. And the base temp, well, we can get it from here. Maybe we don't have to store it for now. What happens? So object, we return that object, we're mapping over the array, and we create stuff. So why don't you want to work? RGB is not defined. That was before probably. So let's see the console. I don't see an issue. Here, let's console.log the data. Object. But we're not passing in the base temperature. This is the data. What's happening? Inspect. Okay. Error. Attribute height expected length. Not a number. Okay, I guess we need to just block this for comment it out. Okay, we do that, the scales. Weird that we don't see this. Great stuff. Map D creates a new object. Spread the temperature variance. That should work. Hey Ahmad. Why don't we get anything? What's wrong? Oh, okay. That was a wrong comma there. Maybe that was the issue. Okay, this is the data, and we have a big array. Good. Month variance. Okay, we have some odd numbers which I don't like. Okay, let's see if that still works. So let's set back the scales. We need to create a scale for the y. From 1 to 12. The range should be that, okay, and on the x it should go from 1753 till 2015, they said. We can still get these from our objects. Yeah, we have the year 73. So let's do that. D3 min. Yeah, I forgot. Min and takes in what? Let's revert this. So D3 min the data and then does something with the data. Okay. D3 min the data and we need the data.here. Also the D3 max D will be d.here. Alright. So now we have those. Let's create the axis to see what we have. And let's also create our SVG. We should see an axis, the SVG probably a length of undefined. So not yet. Have the container. Interesting. Let's not console log the data. Bar width. This won't be used. Why can't we see the SVG? Do we have some other mistake? D.here, D.here. Oh well. Label processor. Okay, so now we can see the error. Where is it? Unexpected identifier. So yeah, we have something it doesn't like. D.here, the main scale, array scale. Maybe let's not use this and see if that's there. Oh, create axis. Okay. That was it. Alright, we can see now our SVG. Perfect. And hopefully the scale. Nice. Goes from 1 to 12, but the other way around. So let's add the height here. Okay, so now we should have 1 to 12. The only thing is that we need to map over these numbers to create January, February, and so on and so forth. And for that we'll probably need a scale time again. Let's see what they used, so we don't waste so much time searching for the unknown. Scale, orbital, domain, range bounds. Whoa. Whoa. So it has a domain, but has all the numbers and months from 0. So keep that in mind. We have it from 1. Let's do 0, 11. And it's scale ordinal. I'm not sure what that is. So D3 scale ordinal. Let's see. Scale ordinal. The most used type of scales in D3. Give them a bunch of things and a bunch of values, and they will consistently return the same values for the same thing. Even better, you don't have to know in advance which things the scale will encounter. Okay. So we can set the domain of these. Data main invert. But they do something here, also range around bands. I think this has to do with the height of the bands here. So that's that, and then they create the axis. They scale it using the scale. Tick values is iscale.domain. Tick format. Take the month, new date, set UTC month, and return D3 time format UTC of the date. Orient left. Tick size. Whoa. Can't we do it other? We already have 0 to 11. We want here to say from January to December. I feel like this is some older approach, but I'm not sure. You can see they use scale.ordinal, and we have scale ordinal here. Array 10. Once a few of its item has been set, we can read its range. E? Y-axis attribute, transform, and that's the text. Okay, and then on the x-axis, another scale ordinal. The domain is data monthly variance that maps over and returns the year. Okay, sure. Only 1 year? Oh, all the years. Okay, so it returns an array with the years. But we can pass in the smallest and the longest years. That would work. Not sure why it doesn't here. We have these. X scale min d.year. 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 Yeah, so it's a number. d3 min. Range. Oh wow. Point. think this is like 1000. Yeah. That's weird. Weird. Our axis. Bottom left, Y scale axis. Okay. Alright, let's search D3 months on axis. Something like that. And see how we can oh, look at that. Month axis on freeCodeCamp. Heatmap trying to ticks of each month. Ordinal scale but couldn't get it to work, so I hacked it together with a linear scale. Okay. I'll give you one hint that we'll fix it. Note your domain range 0 point. Okay, but check axis. Okay, tick format, D3 format, E. So the tick format should have a format as we had in the previous one. So let's look at that. Dashboard. And here we had tick format. D format. Okay, so axis Y, tick format, and we pass D3 format D. Okay, so let's try that. Here, tick format, and we pass this 3 format. Okay, so the same thing. Interesting. D3 format D. Pass in as oh, sorry. This should be on the X. This one, right? Yeah. Good. That's good. So now we have that formatted. We want to format our ticks to be something. Let's learn about tick format. So tick format months. Domain your date. Okay, append tick format date. If date return time format that b gets the date. So it returns a function which calls a function. Interesting. Time format. And then we need a scale time. But we don't have a scale time here, we just have months from 0 to something. Can we create a custom tick or something? Okay. So day here, where is the project? Tick values goes to the domain. Oh, they set the ticks for 10 years, every 10 years. Although our project doesn't ask us to do that. And the Y scale. Yeah, time format UTC B of the date. Oh, and creates a new date. Yeah, so we can pass in a function which gets the month basically because we're setting these as the months, and then we create a date, set UTC month, and return t3 time format UTC. Can we just do that? So tick format t3 time format %p, was it? Percent, where is it? Not this. Capital P. Okay, we get something, but we only get January. And probably because we're not mapping right or something. Also, we need more padding. So let's make it be 50. Okay, does it say that the month should be full? Corresponding month, year, data month should be with range. Not really. Full month name. Okay, it says. So that's okay. What happens if we pass in all the numbers? Will it change it? January. No. Okay, oops. I think we need to set the tick value also. What they did here. Tick values scaled up the main. Then we get a function and return something like this. Tick format gets a function and returns something. Gets the month, and we return d3 d3 time format UTC. Oh, and we pass in the date, so we need to create a new date. Flat date will be new date, and this date we set month. How do they call it? Set UTC month with the month provided, and then we return this with the date called at the end. Hopefully this will work. Yeah, January, February, March, April. Interesting. Now I'm not sure why they use these tick values. And why couldn't we use somehow the month? Because we had the values, so not sure. D3 is still something new. Wow. Let's add some more padding. Okay, so that's good. Now we have the months, we have the years. Now you can see here that the January, February, they hit inside the middle of these rectangulars. So we need to make sure of that too. Tick size. Let's see. Set the tick size. Not sure what this does, but let's see. Okay, apparently nothing. And we also might want to format all the. Good. Let's create our rectangulars, which will be interesting as we want them to fit inside. Okay. they should have a class of a cell. We don't need this anymore. Class of cell. Next, they need data, month, year, and temperature. Data month, which will be d.month, right? Data month, okay. Data year, which will be d.year, and data temperature, which will be, you guessed it, data temperature. Good. Next. 1 second. 2. All right. So we said that. Next, the X should be. Let's remove the tooltip for now. The width and height will also be interesting to calculate. For now, put them 10 and 10. And let's see the X and Y. X scale d dot. Yeah, on the X goes the year, d dot year. On the Y will be d dot month, but our month starts with 1 for January, so will be month minus 1, like that. Okay, also we don't need this. So now we should see something. All right, look at that. All of these boxes. Nice. We can even allow the tooltip, which will add the class. The top will be based on the X. So Y scale d dot month minus 1, and the left will be based on the year. So X scale d dot year. All right. Set attribute for now, no. And inner HTML, well, okay. So now we can see that it should also go up. Well, that's okay. Let's just leave it now and focus on our ticks here. You can see they don't look quite right. Also the fill attribute fill should be based on the temperature. So let's see, get color from temperature, something like that, d dot temperature. And we need to create that mapping function we talked about. Let's create it here. Function get color from temp. Get the temperature, and we need to map somehow. We could even create our own map on our scale. So scale d3 scale linear. Hey coders, good evening. Yeah, good night close though. So we get our scale. We want to the domain to be temperature, the smallest temperature, highest. How do we get that? Well, I guess where is the data here? Yeah, we don't quite. Maybe let's create here a scale and we can use the data. Const temp scale. D3 scale here. Like that. That domain should go from D3 min data d dot wait, have temperature here, d dot temperature, and so from the minimum of the temperature up to the maximum, d3 max data d dot temp. Okay, and the range should go from 0 to 3. So we want to map the range to get from something from this colors array. Good. Not sure why this broke, but scale linear, domain, we get the temperature, minimum value and the maximum value. And we get the range. So now we can use this temp scale, pass in the temperature, and it should get us a value from the fill. So now we can use that colors of this. Fingers crossed, no. Well, let's see what we get here. Return and console.log d.temperature and also temp scale of d.temperature. And we don't need this function. Why is it still purple? We have it here, fill purple. Don't fill anything here. Okay, now it's black. And let's see the console. Whoa. Let's run it again. Maybe we can just for this slice it from 0 to 100. Don't have that much data for now. Alright. So we can see better. Oh, yes, so it maps from this to that, but we get back a number from with decimal, so we can just round that. Maybe there is a way to say to the range to give us back rounded numbers, but for now let's map that floor this, and we need colors from that. So that should. All right, look at that. So now we have the boxes colored, which is something. Progress. Good. We can even add back all the data, so we're not slicing anymore. Now the issue is that we don't have the right height and width for our boxes here. And that will be a little challenge. What width and height we're going to use? Let's see what they use. Heading now, where they create the here data fill XY width. legend x d0 minus legend x d1 d0 and legend height. What? Legend? Oh, this legend. Okay, not this. The map here. Okay, range band. Range band. What is this? Range band. Scale band main range. Whoa, thank you very much for the donation. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you, coders. I highly appreciate your donation. That's pretty neat. Alright. That's a boost for motivation. Okay. Some of these days I'm going to create something special for the people who donate, but for now I don't have anything planned, so just a warm thank you from my side. Hope that is enough for now. Good. What were we doing? Heatmap. We could also use the width of the SVG, sort of, but we also need the range. So that's interesting. X scale, range round bands 0 0. Let's try to use this and see what happens. And then they just use that range band to pass in the year and the month. Okay. Coder says, welcome dude, you are coding Superman. Checked your GitHub repo, very inspired by your work. I'm happy to hear that. Thank you again. Okay, so let's use the range round bands with the width and with the height. See what happens. So range round band, but you can see that the domain they don't use a range anymore. Don't they use the range round bands? Zero. So that broke. Why? Range round bands. Range. How else can we figure out the height and the width? Well, I guess the height could be our height minus the paddings be divided by 12 because we have 12 months. So that could be something. So we have the height minus 2 times the padding. Padding divided by 12. Okay. That didn't seem to work very well. And the weight, let's put them on 1 for now. So the height of the screen minus 2 times the padding divided by 12. That, whoa, look at that, how big they are now. Hello Akib, welcome. So why is that? Let's create it here. Const cell height should be the height minus 2 times padding divided by 12. Oh, okay, so this divided by 12 is the height included. So probably that was our issue. And let's use the cell height. Alright, perfect. Now there is a little offset here which we need to fix. And also the width. Now the width we don't really know. So probably for that we want to use this y scaled x freeCodeCamp. If you're watching this, you need to teach us how to use this stuff. Okay, tick formatter and tick size 10:1. Not sure what that does. Florin, but form, padding left, top. Also, you can see that then this text is in the center, and in our case, it's just on the top. Which I don't really like, but oh well. So I'm interested of the width. So the width is range bands and the x scale by the year. Coders, Florin, can you tell us once what we're doing today? Just join the chat. And Akib, I became your fan in a few days. Thank you. So we're doing a project on the freeCodeCamp curriculum. We are on the third project inside the data visualization part. So we created these two projects before. We learned about D3 more or less, and now we're creating the third project, the Heatmap. Well, at least that's what I'm trying to do, because when we finish this we get the certification, and we're at the fourth certification. I want to go over all of the certifications and get them all. That's the purpose of these Conquering freeCodeCamp challenges. Hopefully that answered your question. Okay, so again, the width. The width is as a range band. And on the x scale, x scale. Okay. Range bound 0, width 0, 0. Want to know what this does. Range band D3. Stack overflow, range bound versus range bounds. Range round bounds, etc. Okay, so something like this we need to create. Domain and range. 0 to width. X is x dot range band. Oh, so it creates some sort of width here. Okay. Map that round. I was confused how range round bands differed from range bands, so made this example. I'm still not 100% how this works, but we don't have a scale ordinal. Maybe that's the issue. Let's change this to scale ordinal. Will it break something? It did. It did. Now we need to pass in all the data. Probably that's what happened. Oops. So not line here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, still not good. That's probably because we are going here and doing all of this. Whoa, I'm changing the Y scale. I want the width on the X scale. Range. Range. How do I get the width? Also, the height doesn't seem right. Did we get? Yeah, we went a step back too far. So this should fix that. Whoa, we have some space between, which is interesting, but not good. Yeah. Range, yeah, that's good. We get the colors. Okay, 3 looks interesting, but that's not what we want. Not sure how many we have. How can we get how many we have? Oh, I think I have an idea. So we get all these temperatures, then we divide them by 12 of the months. Let's see, console.log data.length. Okay. 3153, and they go like this: 1, 2, 3, 4 till 12. So if we divide it by 12, we get another number, which is 262. 262 should be our ticks count. We can also do math.floor to get a fixed number. Alright, and then we could use this to create the cell height. Width. Const cell width will be this number. So these are all the rows length, and we need to divide the width by it. So now we should get a nice cell width, hopefully. Let's see. Alright, so that's something. One, I don't like the spacing between them. Here also looks a little better. They have multiple colors, which is nice. We could create multiple colors here. They have something like this, 11, all the colors. So let's go get these and change them here. And now our, yeah, look at that red. We're coloring them, the fill. We're creating a temp scale, which goes from minimum to maximum, and the range from 0 to 10. Now we should have more colors. Yeah. Which is interesting, but we don't have all these nice colors. Which one do they use for colors? Let's see. Go here, XY width fill, legend threshold, which is some kind of function, array step base, push, what, min max, legend colors, color brewer 11 verse. Color brewer, which is this 11 and reverse. Why reverse? I don't know. Should we reverse that? Let's see. That reverse. Okay, so now it looks darkish. And some of them are white. Oh well, let's leave. I mean, let's see. We don't have yet the data from tooltip. So let's create a tooltip now. We get the tooltip. Top left goes there. And what they have in the tooltip? They have the year, the month, and the Celsius. So the year, paragraph, then the month, what was, so the year, the month, and down the paragraph. Okay, so 2 paragraphs are enough. The year, so d dot year minus, well, dash d dot month, and here the temperature, so d dot temperature, which we already created. So now we should see this, which is good. Have the year, the month. Okay, the formatting of the month is not yet accurate. How can we get that? Tick format. We can do something like this. Get the month. 0, 11. Here the month minus 1. Okay. Minus 1. Oh, and I guess we can say I scale because we already have the scale. So hopefully this will give us a number. Okay. That's not any use. So I guess we can take these, create an array, months, put them in, do this, and all of them should be surrounded by quotes. Oops. Alright, so now we have an array of all the months, which we can use to get the right month. Use the months, and here we get the month from that. Okay, oops. Months of the month -1. What's wrong? Unexpected token. Where? Looks like it works. January, November, December. Okay. We need to position the tooltip. Let's put it above. So left should be dependent on the X scale, but minus the width. Date local string default month long. Oh, to get month maybe we can try this. D dot star. Oh, D to point to the local string. Let's try that. Why not? So D, well, we need this because we have the. I think that D means a month. So that to local string, and we pass in default and an array. An object with the month being long. Let's see what we get. Yeah, still the numbers here. So that didn't work. I'll keep it like this for now. And I want to align the tooltip first. So X scale D minus the width. What is the width of the tooltip? Also the background color I want it to be now black. Display block. Okay. Black with opacity 0.7. I want to have something like they have here. Border radius 10 pixels. Width of 70 pixels. Alright. Maybe that. Box shadow good. And we want a color of white. Good. And they have, well, that's pretty interesting. They have space, enough space. Show small, we don't want it small, so let's remove the margin on the paragraph. Okay, that index height left top. We don't need this because we manually dynamically created. Let's remove the flex stuff. This will be block when we need it. But still the width, apparently it's too small. And let's also add, where was it, this Celsius here, like that. Okay. Maybe we can also have some margin. And what about not having a fixed height? Okay, I guess that looks a little better. We just need to position it. So the left will be minus its width, which is what? 120 pixels. And the top should be that minus 100. Let's see what happens. Okay, close, but let's play with the number. 20 and 60, half of it. Oh, okay, so more on the top. We did wrong. We need to call to local string on D, but D is just an object which has the month being a number. So you probably need to use to local string for a date object, but our D is not a date object, it's just a regular object. Alright, so look, this now works decent. Maybe we should need a little more there, so we can hover over the other ones. Alright, good. That works. Sort of. Amber doesn't work. So maybe also the width should be whatever he wants. Okay. Well, it's almost right. We still need to crop this. It doesn't look right, but oh well. Now, I'm curious if this will pass our tests, at least some of them. Let's see what we're still not right. 11 out of 18. Okay. The data month year reach out within the range. Data month should be at most 11. Expected 12 to be at most 11. So the range of the data is wrong. Data month. D month -1. Okay, that should probably fix that test. Yep, did. Should have a legend. We don't have a legend. The legend should have a rect. And the tooltips, and that's all? I don't believe it. So if that works, that's pretty neat. I thought that they won't like the way we aligned it. It's still not perfect, but I guess what we could do, I have an idea. Well, we could on the X remove, no, on the Y remove the cell height, minus cell height. So that will push it up a little bit. So now we'll look like this. Also, our tooltip should not be visible all times, so none. Alright, let's see if this still passes the tests. If it does, we just need to add a legend. The legend should have some rect elements, 4 different colors, and the tooltip should have a data year property. Okay, why not? So the tooltip, set attribute data year should be data year. So that should fix that test. Perfect. Now let's create a legend. Legend. Well, should it be created here? Maybe underneath the container. So let's create it here. Legend. Okay, and our legend needs to have some stuff. So as we created the SVG here with D3, we're going to create our legend with D3. So const legend will be D3 select legend, and inside that we're going to create, let's see what they want. So a legend should contain rect elements. The rect elements in the legend should use at least 4 different fill colors. I can mouse over an area and see a tool. Okay, so just let's run the tests again. See which one is not working. Oh, no, nothing is working. So we want, okay, we want to append, no, data for the colors. We map over the colors, and for each color let's write the text with the temperature it gets. So data colors, select all rect. So inside the D3 select all rectangulars, and here we want the data colors. Enter. To what else was that? Append. So data, enter, append. Okay. Append rect. Now we need to give this rect some stuff. Well, I'm not sure if this legend maybe should be an SVG. Let's see what they have. Is this an SVG? Yeah, it's an SVG, but where is the ideal legend? Oh, tooltip. Let's find legend. Whoa. The legend. Legend. SVG. Okay. SVG. Alright. So appears to be an SVG. So maybe we can just make this an SVG. But we need to let's add it to the body. Select body, append an SVG. Then attribute width should be 200. Attribute height should be 50. Let's remove this now because it will be appended here, created here. Create the legend. Alright, so now our legend const legend width should be, legend width should be 200, and const legend height should be 50. So we use these All right, and we have colors. So const legend rect width should be legend width divided by colors.length. Okay, so we append the rect, and this should be attribute. We need x to be something, then y to be something, width, and height. Height will be legend height, width will be width will be legend rect width, and height will be legend height. Alright, good. And the last thing, the x and the y. This will be based on our colors. We're going to have an index. That n would be index times rect width, and the y should be 0. So now we should have all this there, and we're going to have an attribute of fill, which will get the color. Alright, look at that beautiful scale. Also want an attribute, well, the text side to say, let's see, does this work? Okay. Well, this looks nice. Let's save it and run our tests. Okay, so our SVG legend doesn't have an ID. So attribute ID should be legend. Okay, that was one issue we had. And one more. Have cells that align with the corresponding month. Okay, so we removed the cell height, but we shouldn't have, although it doesn't look that right now. But hopefully this will, look at that, it's fixed. Well, it passed the tests. It's not yet done, as I want these to go a little up. So how do we do that? We'll need to change the ticks here and push this back as we had it. Cell height like that, and the ticks should go up a little bit. Maybe we could just where we create axis, tick format like that, tick format like that. When we're creating the, what is this? This is the x-axis. We want it to be 0 and height minus padding minus cell height. No, not this one. So is this one minus cell height. Okay, so it looks a little bit off, but now at least we see them aligned better. Let's see if they like this. Okay, so they like this, and it's fine for us. Although they are not That line should go a little down, but oh well. That is fine. Let's save this, paste this inside here, and we got our project completed. Awesome. Thank you for all who watched so far. I hope you learned something. I did, which is good. And I'll see you in the next one, which will probably be tomorrow for those of you who are watching live, and for those of you who are watching the recording. Into the description you can find a playlist with all the videos, and you can find the next one probably. You can also join our Discord, also the link into the description. If you like this video, give it a like, subscribe if you want to be notified when I go live or when I create a video, and let me know if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer. Thanks coders to Giant again for the donation, and I hope to see you more. Good night to you too. Bye bye bye.